dears, and welcome back to my corner of the internet. I'm Shannon. This back here is Bernard. He's more of the strong, silent type who has a lot of trouble keeping himself upright, so don't expect a lot out of him. But this is his 4th October with us here on this channel, and I don't see him going anywhere anytime soon, mainly because he can't walk on his own. Anyway, you guys, today I have another book talk video to share with you guys, and today is a book talk I have been wanting to do for so long. It's the kind of book talk that means so much to me because this particular author is, first of all, a friend of mine, but second of all, such a talented writer that every time I would sit down to kind of make notes about what I wanted to say, I'd get a bit overwhelmed and like, what do you say about someone who you admire so much? So we're just gonna say whatever comes to mind. I toss the notes aside and we're just gonna jump into it because
it's just better that way.
Today we're talking about Peter Hammarberg. Peter Hammarberg is, let me read to you in his own words who Peter Hammarberg is from his book author blurb. Peter Hammarberg is a scruffy-looking word herder dwelling in the northern wilds of New England. He's been called a magnificent bastard and the patron saint of bourbon and hearty laughter by genuine Coney Island sideshow performers. He's the author of the sci-fi novel Antilia. For more, visit, and then his website, which I will put down below. Please go and check out his website. On there, he puts short fiction that's just chef's kiss fantastic, and I think you'll really love it. So first we're going to talk about the book of his The first of the two of Pete's books we're going to talk about is my personal favorite, and this is Graven Frost. Now, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I've had the privilege for both of these books to read them ahead of time and offer any feedback and things like that, and they're just so good because the thing about Pete is he knows how to build a character, he knows how to build a world, and he knows how to tell a story that keeps you compulsively turning the pages. And if that's not the actual recipe for a top-notch author and book, I don't know what is. And the thing about him as well is the way he can spin words is so clever, like painfully clever, that sometimes you'll read something and you'll just be unable to believe that you hadn't thought of something in that way before because it's just so perfect. Anyway, that happens in both of these books. Not only that, he's hilarious. He's so funny. There's a lot of dark humor in these stories, and I just absolutely love it. Anyway, so Graven Frost is about a TV host of a popular ghost hunting series goes into a home to film, and so they're filming overnight, and then for whatever reason, to really kick things off, the host kills the entire crew. And then it's up to our main character here, and our main character is Bobby Doyle, and he's kind of that cop that we all know when we think of a good classic story that has a cop in it. He's that guy, but with Pete's specific flair put to it. His name is Bobby Doyle, and he's going in because he needs to figure out what's going on here. Is it just, you know, a bad man who snapped, or is there something more going on inside of this house? So I'm not going to give away too much. Normally when I do the one book talk videos, I get in depth, I give the spoilers, I give the whole thing, but I don't want to do this for Pete's books because I want to make sure you go out and you get them yourself. And it's October. Like, it's the perfect time of year for this. I don't know what you're waiting for. The link will be down below. What's he doing back there? Is he good? Good. Okay, so next up is actually the first novel that he put out, and it's book 1 in what I'm assuming is going to be a series of novels, and this is Antilia. Beautiful cover. Both of the books have beautiful covers. I mean, this one, I love this one. They say art directed by Robert Paul Nixon, and I mean, they're gorgeous. Okay. Anyway, keep trying not to lean back, because if I do, I'm going to touch his foot and that's going to send him into a tailspin. So Antilia is more of a sci-fi adventure book, which admittedly isn't my preferred genre. I don't read a ton of sci-fi. I would read anything Pete wrote, so I read it. And again, it's compulsively readable. It's so good. So this one is about a man named Professor Alexander Grimsteed, and he is a member of a group, an elite group called the Order. Now, Alexander, he suffers a really intense loss in the shape of the love of his life, and it happens right in front of him. And after that, he is called upon to go on a adventure to an island called Antilia. And this island is very mysterious. There's not a lot known about it. And from there, it just sort of kicks off the entire thing. And it's so good. Again, there's so much humor in this. There's so many times when I would be laughing out loud. It was that funny, you know. And I just appreciate the work and the talent and the time that it took him to put this all together. It's just so fantastic. So you guys, I'm gonna link his website down below. Like I said, short fiction gets posted there. It's so good. From the website, you can find the links to purchase these books. If you're in America, I'm sure the links probably go to Amazon.com. If you're elsewhere like I am, it probably defaults to your own Amazon. Look at this guy. I think this one, Graven Frost, I think this would be loved by anyone, everyone, you, your mother, your cousin, your kid. This one, if you love sci-fi, you would love this. And I know there are many of you guys that watch my videos that would love one or both of these. So definitely check them out. Christmas is coming up, you guys. Christmas. Give the gift of stories. Anyway, you guys, that's going to just about do it for me for today. I hope you enjoyed hearing about this author, hearing about his books. He's just the best. He's also a very, very talented poet, which was what he was doing when I first met him. He was poeting all over the place, and just so good. So, yes, definitely check him out. Support him. It's just so important to get out there and support indie artists. And I'll also link the website to the man that designs the covers in case you were intrigued by his art, want to see more. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Next week we have some great videos coming up. I'm going to be doing a book talk video on a book that is a long-awaited sequel, so keep an eye out for that. We've also got some spooky content coming up next week. So glad you guys enjoyed the Real Haunting of Connecticut video that I put up this past week. I had a lot of fun making that. We are about to dive headfirst into all kinds of spooky content, and I can't wait to take you along for the ride. If you did like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you liked it also, why don't you subscribe? Click that red button down below. It helps me out more than you know. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.